what another great week for me. I've managed to finish 2 books this week and both of them were 5 stars, so let's talk about them. Good morning and welcome back to another video. It is Friday, so that means another reading update from me. Like in the intro, I told you guys that I have finished 2 books this week. Both of them were 5 stars and I absolutely love them. Starting off with the first book that I finished this week, and it was Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I knew that going into this one it was going to be a 5 stars. I think I've rated every single Elsie Silver book 5 stars because I just love her writing. I love the way that she writes her characters and her side characters and just the whole world that she builds. I was laughing so much at this one as well, and I was kicking my feet because I completely fell in love. I just loved it. It was just so good. But we are following our 2 main characters, Skylar and West. We did meet these characters in Wild Love, and I was looking forward to getting to their book because I already liked them from that book. So Skylar is a country star singer. She is very famous and she's trying to escape from her world because she is having some very bad press at the minute. Everybody's writing just horrible articles about her. So she's trying to escape and try and find herself a bit more, and that is where she finds herself at Rose Hill, where she bumps into West in a very funny, great meet cute ever. I loved it. I love the way that they met. West is a horse handler. He has his own place. He's got 2 children. They live with him part-time. And they just are so opposite to each other. But she does find herself living in his bunkhouse. And it just goes from there, really. She is very switched on all the time. She is constantly worrying about what people are saying about her. So she is glued to her phone a lot and reading all these horrible things that people online are posting about her. Where West is a bit more free living. He doesn't really care what other people think about him. And in a way, even though they're so different, it just works so well. I've said this time and time again with book series like this, I really like the fact that we still get to see quite a bit of characters from previous books, and it's no different with this one. And we've also introduced 2 new characters. I know that we've met 2 characters within this one that is in the next book, so I am looking forward to getting to that one, and hopefully we'll be getting to it soon. But there was also as well in this one, which I really enjoyed, there was like, I guess you could kind of call it a slight cameo. It was very slight, and to be honest, I think if you blinked you'd probably miss it. But there was a mention of one of the characters from the Chestnut Springs series, and I just loved that about it. But I really enjoyed the way this one ended, and yeah, I just loved it. I just love everything that Elsie Silver has to offer. That's my next 5-star read of the week, and this is a book I actually finished this morning, and that was The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. This is a spin-off series from the Off Campus series, and I've been buddy reading this one with my sister Kez and Shah. And I knew going into this one it was going to be 5 stars. However, I did struggle a little bit with our main character, Diana, to start with. I felt like the first 100 pages, she was very frustrating to read. I feel like she was unnecessarily nasty in a way towards our other main character, Shane. But I'll get back to that in a minute. So in this one, we are following Diana and Shane. Diana is a cheerleader and Shane is a hockey player. They don't have the best relationship because he has been sleeping with quite a few of the cheerleaders that are on her squad, which makes it difficult for her because they have been losing concentration and things like that. So that hasn't been doing so well for her cheer squad. But when Shane does move in across the hall from the complex that she lives in, it can only get worse for her from there. But they do kind of make it work. They stay out of each other's way, that sort of thing. However, when Shane's ex-girlfriend comes back into the picture, she has got a new boyfriend, and he decides to tell her that he is in a relationship with Diana. So we do have the fake dating trope within this one. Diana is happy to go along with this because she is also having some issues with her ex-boyfriend, so it kind of works and they make it work. So yeah, they, again, it's a bit like Wild Eyes. They both come from some very different worlds. You know, she works super hard. Diana has 2 jobs, and he is from a richer family, so he doesn't work or anything like that. But again, they just sort of make it work. I did enjoy this one. There is one very in particular spicy scene, which was very hot. But I find Elle Kennedy does write some very good sexy scenes. She knows what she is doing. But this one also dealt with other things as well. It was very heartbreaking at times, and then there was a certain timeline, not timeline, there was a certain storyline within this one as well, which was difficult to read at times. But I feel like that just really added to the story, and I absolutely loved it. The 3rd book within this series has just been released, so hopefully I'll be getting my hands on a copy of that soon. And we can move on to that one, and we'll probably love that one just as much. So there you have it. Those are the 2 books that I've managed to finish this week. Next week, I will be talking to you about one of the books that me and Kez have finished for our Extreme Horror Challenge, because I think Kez finished it already, but I should be getting it finished either today or tomorrow. So we will have a good chat about that one. I'm also thinking of doing a fantasy read as well. I haven't quite decided, as I do have quite a lot on my TBR at the minute, fantasy-wise. So we'll see. But if you have already made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. I would very much appreciate it. And I will be back next week with another video. Bye.